Good evening, I'm Angela Taylor.
And I'm Rod Carter, glad you could join us. This is a decision that will shift the landscape of college basketball. That may be the biggest understatement of the day, right?
Right, we're talking about Coach K, Duke's head basketball coach. He's retiring after the upcoming season.
So we have team coverage for you tonight. We're going to begin with Chris Clark live at Cameron Indoor. And Chris, again, this will be at the end of an era.
Definitely the end of an era. Dare I say, there is nobody more closely associated with a brand than Coach K is with Duke University. I mean, you say Duke, and immediately anybody around here, even non-basketball fans, are going to associate it with Coach K. And today was the day that we all knew would come eventually, but we just didn't expect it to be this afternoon.
March 18th, 1980, 33-year-old Mike Krzyzewski met the media to say hello.
It's an honor to be named head basketball coach at Duke.
Today, Coach, known simply as K, took the stage to lay out his farewell.
I'm not going to change what I do this year, and neither are those guys, my staff. We're going to go after it like we normally go after it.
Under his guidance, the Blue Devils basketball team grew into a juggernaut. He established a tradition of excellence, making Duke synonymous with championships.
If you work at what you love, it's not work. I've never looked at it like, man, I got a bad job. I got a great job.
For every great player coached and accomplishment on the court, there are just as many triumphs and lives touched off of it.
John and Chris and Nolan and Nate and Wojo and Shane and Grant and Jason and all, you know, and what a life. So you have this going all the time, and that's where these guys have come up with the brotherhood.
The question is, why walk away now?
You would know when to stop if you weren't ready to do all the things necessary to do what you do. I want to use some of the things that I had to prepare for that time with them. I want to see Quinn's games. I want to see John David win in Ninja.
When Mike Krzyzewski arrived in Durham, some quipped his last name was longer than his resume. But after 41 years, he leaves one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time, having transformed Duke forever.
And getting a quick look at some of the names that helped him transform Duke. We're talking about Hurley, Leitner, Ferry, Battier, Elton Brown, Wojciechowski. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. It's legend. And we wouldn't be out here in front of Cameron Indoor in this arena right now without Coach K. I mean, they had a good basketball program before K arrived in 1980, but he put it in the stratosphere. We'll have much, much more from Coach K coming up later on in the news. Back to you.
Certainly what everyone is talking about. Chris, thank you. And we continue our team coverage. Alyssa Ray joins us also live from Cameron Indoor.
No, Alyssa, I know the players have had about 24 hours to kind of digest this, but how are they feeling about this announcement?
Well, there's no doubt the players wanted to come here to play for Coach K. Now, not many were in attendance because school is out, but the ones we spoke with said they're excited for one more year with the Hall of Famer and want to make this one extra special. Cameron Indoor Stadium sometimes resembles a museum as much as a basketball arena. The walls are filled with history of success and brotherhood, both built in Mike Krzyzewski's 41 years at the helm of this program. And luckily for the players, he's giving it one more go-around.
It really shows you the kind of guy he is, you know, just some of his stature. Like I said, he could have been done with this a long time ago, but he's decided to keep feeding into our younger generation to make us better as not only players but as men.
Men who grew up wanting to play for the notorious Coach K.
I grew up not too far from here, so to be a part of his last team would be something special. Greatest coach ever, and that last ride, we want to make it memorable.
He's still the man. He's always be the man, and you know, all the former players, we're just fortunate. You know, when you walk around the streets, you're walking around the streets with your chest puffed up, knowing that your coach is the GOAT.
The brotherhood means they look out for each other, on and off the court. Krzyzewski has lived by that motto and fills his staff with former players. And now he's passing the torch to Jon Scheyer to keep the integrity of this dynasty alive.
With Coach Scheyer becoming the head coach, it's all about the brotherhood, and it's all about just keeping this thing rolling and making sure this is a brotherhood business.
We also spoke with the coaches and players about Jon Scheyer, and they spoke the world of him and are excited for his leadership in about a year. His press conference is here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Live in Durham, Alyssa Ray, CBS 17.
All right, Alyssa, thank you very much. Appreciate it.